Hello, and a massive welcome to the Talk Flow English podcast. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Elena. Welcome to what might be our most requested topic ever. Today, we're transforming your favorite pastime into your most powerful learning tool. We're talking about going from binge watching to fluency.
That's right. If you've ever felt guilty about spending hours watching shows, guilt no more. We're going to give you a complete step-by-step system to turn your Netflix time into active, effective English practice. This isn't about adding more study hours to your day. It's about supercharging the hours you already enjoy.
Absolutely. Over the next while, we'll cover everything. From choosing the perfect show for your level, to mastering subtitle settings, to advanced techniques like shadowing and dialogue analysis. Our goal is to make you an active viewer, where every minute of watching is a minute of learning.
It all starts with the right mindset. You have to shift from passive consumption to active learning. This means sometimes watching a single 20-minute scene 4 times might be more valuable than watching 4 entire episodes on autopilot.
Absolutely. The first step is choosing your weapon. Not all shows are created equal for language learning. If you're a beginner, starting with a complex political drama like House of Cards is a recipe for frustration.
So what should you choose? For beginners, we recommend animated shows or simple sitcoms. Why? The language is clearer, the pacing is slower, and the visuals provide huge context clues. Think Avatar: The Last Airbender or Word Party.
For intermediate learners, modern sitcoms are your best friend. Shows like Friends, The Big Bang Theory, or How I Met Your Mother are built on everyday conversational English. The dialogue is relatable, the episodes are short, and the laugh tracks actually give you a moment to process the joke.
For advanced learners, the world is your oyster. You can tackle narrative dramas like Stranger Things or The Crown, or fast-paced comedies like Brooklyn Nine-Nine that are full of cultural references and wordplay.
Another pro tip. Consider the accent. If you're preparing for a trip to London, maybe seek out British shows. If you're focusing on American English, there's no shortage of options.
The most important rule of all, choose something you genuinely love. If you're bored by your show, this will feel like homework. If you're excited to see what happens next, you'll be motivated to push through the challenging parts. The learning happens through engagement.
Now let's talk about the heart of the method. Subtitle strategy. This is where most people get it wrong. Using subtitles in your native language might feel helpful, but it often means your brain tunes out the English audio completely.
We advocate for a powerful 2-step viewing method. First pass, watch a 2 to 3 minute scene first with English subtitles off. Don't worry about understanding every word, just try to catch the gist. Who is angry? What did they just decide to do? What's the general mood? Second pass, immediately rewind and watch the same scene again, but this time with English subtitles on. Now you can check your understanding. What words did you miss? What phrases did they actually use? This comparison is where the real learning happens.
This technique trains your ear to parse the sounds of English without a crutch, then immediately gives you the feedback you need. It's challenging, but incredibly effective.
So, your first mission is to pick your show and try this 2-step method with just one short scene. Don't overwhelm yourself. Master the process first.
Now that you have your show and your basic viewing method, let's upgrade your toolkit. If you're watching on a computer, you have access to a game-changing free browser extension, Language Reactor.
This free tool supercharges Netflix for language learners. First, it allows for dual subtitles. You can have both English and your native language on the screen at once. But the magic is that you can click on any English word for an instant definition and translation.
Second, it has an auto-pause feature. You can set it to pause automatically after every single line of dialogue. This gives you all the time in the world to repeat a line, look at the subtitles, or jot down a note without fumbling for the remote.
It also has a full transcript viewer and a built-in system to save vocabulary words you click on. It turns Netflix from a streaming service into an interactive language lab.
Now, let's move from passive tools to active techniques. The simplest way to start being active is the pause and repeat method. When you hear a useful phrase, a common expression, a new slang term, or a perfectly delivered line, you hit pause.
Then you repeat that line out loud. Try to mimic the speaker's tone, their emotion, their rhythm. Don't just mumble it. Really try to become the character for a second. We were on a break. How you doing? I'm king of the world.
This does two crucial things. First, it gets you speaking. You're moving language from your ears to your mouth, building the muscle memory for pronunciation. Second, it makes you notice language. You'll start to hear how words connect, like whata ya for what are you, or gonna for going to.
You don't need to do this for every line. That would be exhausting. Maybe choose 3 to 5 golden phrases per episode. Write them down in a notebook. These are your trophies from that session.
Now, let's level up to a technique used by professionals, shadowing. Marcus, explain what shadowing is and why it's so effective.
Shadowing is the act of listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say in real time, like their echo. You try to match their pronunciation, their speed, their rhythm, and even their emotion. It's like learning a song by singing along.
It's intense. It forces your brain and your mouth to work together under the pressure of real spoken English. It moves you from slow, careful speech to natural, flowing speech. How does someone start?
Start incredibly small. Choose a very short clip, maybe 10 to 15 seconds long. Listen to it once to understand the gist, then try to speak along. The first few tries will be a mess. You'll stumble, you'll fall behind, you'll mispronounce things. That is 100% normal and expected. The goal is not perfection, it's approximation. Over time, your approximations get sharper.
This is a great technique to use with the auto-pause feature in Language Reactor. You can shadow one line at a time until you nail it, then move on to the next. It combines high-tech tools with a powerful, time-tested method.
Now we're going beyond repetition and into analysis. This is where you develop a deep understanding of how the language works in context.
Let's talk about the dialogue breakdown. This is for when you find a really rich, interesting, or confusing scene. Here's how it works. Find a short scene, 30 to 60 seconds long. Use the transcript viewer in Language Reactor or find the script online. Print out the script or copy it into a document. Now, you're not just watching, you're studying a text.
As you read through the script, become a detective. Circle any new vocabulary. Underline any idioms or phrases you don't understand. For instance, what does bite the bullet mean here? Put a star next to any grammar that seems unusual. Maybe they use a tense in a way you haven't seen, or the sentence structure is inverted for emphasis.
Now, watch the scene again, but this time mute the audio. Just read the subtitles and watch the actors' faces and body language. How does the delivery change the meaning? Does their tone sound sarcastic, happy, sad? This teaches you the nonverbal part of communication, which is huge in English.
Finally, watch the scene one last time, with the sound on. Now, all the pieces should come together. The words, the grammar, the pronunciation, and the emotion. This deep, multi-layered analysis of a short scene is more valuable than passively watching an entire hour-long episode.
Another fantastic technique is character focus. For one entire episode, pick one character and focus only on them. What is their vocabulary like? Is it sophisticated or simple? What is their rhythm? Do they speak quickly or slowly? What are their filler words? Do they say like, or you know a lot? What are their catchphrases?
This is how you learn the different registries of English. You wouldn't speak like a mob boss from Peaky Blinders in a business meeting, and you wouldn't speak like a scientist from Cosmos at a casual party. Tuning into one character helps you understand these social nuances.
Then take it a step further, role play. After the episode, press pause and have a conversation with yourself as that character. If you were studying Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, how would he order a coffee? How would he complain about it being too cold? This is not just practice, It's improvisation. It forces you to actively use the vocabulary and speech patterns you've been observing.
The final piece of the puzzle is integration. You need to move the language from the screen into your life. This is where the vocabulary journal comes in.
Don't just write down the word. Write down the whole sentence you heard it in, then write your own original sentence. For example, word relentless from a detective show, like, he was a relentless investigator. Your sentence, my English teacher is relentless. She gives us homework every day. This connects the word to a context and then to your own life, making it memorable.
We've covered the techniques, but knowledge is useless without consistency. How do you build this into a sustainable, long-term habit without burning out?
The key is habit stacking. Attach your English practice to an existing habit. For example, after I pour my evening tea and sit down to watch Netflix, I will do 15 minutes of active listening with one scene first. The existing habit, tea plus Netflix, is the trigger for the new one, active learning.
And remember, consistency trumps duration. Doing 15 to 20 minutes of active practice every day is infinitely more effective than a 4-hour cram session on Saturday. It's about signaling to your brain that this is a daily priority.
It's also crucial to track your progress. Use a calendar. Put a big, satisfying X on every day you complete your practice. The visual chain of X's becomes a motivator in itself. You won't want to break the chain.
Finally, be kind to yourself. Some days you'll have the energy for a deep dialogue breakdown. Other days you might just do the 2-step subtitle method. That's okay. The goal is to stay engaged, not to be perfect.
We've given you a complete system, from choosing content and using subtitles strategically to active techniques like shadowing and role play, and finally to analysis and integration.
You now have everything you need to transform your binge watching into a powerful engine for fluency. Your Netflix account is now your language tutor.
We hope this guide empowers you to learn with joy and consistency. If you found this deep dive helpful, please let us know by liking this video and subscribing to the Talk Flow English podcast. Your support helps us create more content that helps you learn.
Thank you for investing this time in your English journey. Now go enjoy your show and learn from it.
Happy learning, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.